The moment my world shattered, I didn't realize how fragile everything had been. One night, after years of shared dreams, laughter, and promises, my wife, Emily, looked at me with eyes I had once loved more than life itself and simply said she couldn't do it anymore. She walked out, leaving nothing but silence and the echo of our life together. I stood there, frozen, as the door clicked shut, feeling as though the ground beneath me had disappeared. The future I had imagined with her and our little son, Ethan, seemed to vanish in that instant. I didn't just lose my wife, I felt I had lost the very meaning of my life. But amidst the numbness, a tiny, stubborn spark whispered that my story wasn't over. Before I could fully process what had happened, I remembered Ethan, my 5-year-old son, curled up in his blanket just down the hall, oblivious to the storm raging in our home. His innocent smile, his soft laughter, it was a fragile reminder that life still needed me. In that moment, I made a choice. I would not allow this heartbreak to define us. I would become the father my son deserved, even if it meant standing alone. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the strength of a parent's love, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tell us in the comments where you're watching from. The first few weeks were brutal. Cooking, cleaning, school runs, bedtime stories, all of it became my new reality, and I was a novice at nearly every task. I burned dinner more times than I can count, struggled to help with homework, and cried in the bathroom when Ethan wasn't around. But in every tear, I found resolve. Every time Ethan held my hand and asked me to read him a story, I felt a surge of strength I never knew I possessed. I realized that it wasn't about having all the answers, it was about showing up, every day, even when it hurt. There were nights when the loneliness hit me like a tidal wave. Friends offered advice, but no words could fill the emptiness left by Emily's absence. I walked through parks, sat on benches, and watched fathers play catch with their children, feeling a pang of jealousy but also a sense of determination. I told myself that our bond could be just as beautiful, maybe even stronger. I began restructuring our life, morning routines, playtime, school drop-offs, bedtime rituals. Slowly, Ethan and I started forming our own rhythm, a rhythm filled with laughter, even if tinged with the memory of what we had lost. I discovered that strength doesn't come from perfection but from persistence. I learned to make pancakes that weren't burnt, to assemble puzzles that stretched my patience, and to comfort a child who sometimes woke up crying in the middle of the night, asking if mommy was coming back. And with every challenge, I also grew as a person. I became more patient, more understanding, and more aware of the delicate balance between discipline and love. The turning point came one rainy evening. Ethan and I were building a fort in the living room, blankets and chairs everywhere. We laughed until our cheeks hurt, our hair sticking to our damp foreheads. At that moment, I realized that happiness didn't have to come from a complete family, it could come from love, effort, and the choices we made to keep moving forward. I was building not just a fort, but a future where Ethan would grow up knowing he was cherished, protected, and never alone. Life didn't magically become easy. There were setbacks, work stress, sleepless nights, moments of doubt, but each day brought small victories. Ethan started excelling at school, his laughter became more frequent, and I noticed a resilience forming in both of us. My own heart healed, slowly but surely, not by forgetting Emily, but by embracing the role I had been given and accepting that love could exist in many forms. Months passed, and our bond deepened. Friends and family began to notice the transformation, but the real change was internal. I had become a man I barely recognized in that first week of despair, a man capable of facing heartbreak and turning it into love and strength. We celebrated birthdays with homemade cakes, stayed up late for movie nights, and Ethan's small hand in mine became my anchor through every storm. Before we reach the end of our journey, I want to ask you something from the heart. If this story is touching you, if it's stirring memories of your own struggles or triumphs, please take a moment to engage. Comment below about a time you found strength when you thought you couldn't, or simply share your thoughts. Your words might inspire someone else watching this video to keep going. Now, looking back, I realized that losing Emily was the hardest thing I've ever endured, but becoming a strong single dad was the most rewarding. It wasn't just about survival, it was about discovering the depth of love, resilience, and hope that exists inside us when life feels impossible. Ethan and I are still writing our story together, a story of laughter, tears, and unbreakable bonds. Every night, when I tuck him into bed, I see not just my son, but a reminder that even in our darkest hours, there is a path forward, paved with courage and unconditional love. If this story has touched your heart, if it has reminded you of the power of love and perseverance, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more stories that remind us that even after loss, life can bloom again in unexpected, beautiful ways.